What's up everybody and welcome back to another episode of Upcoming Mods. This is a series where I show you guys some of the mods that are at different stages in their development cycle. Basically mods that you should be seeing over the next few weeks or months. That's a really important part to remember about the series though. Some of these mods will not be seen for a few months and it's important to stay patient and not pester the mod authors. Otherwise they're just going to stop releasing images like this, period. We do have a good mix of mods here, some armors, some power armors, some weapons, and all around they all look really cool and I'm really excited for each and every one of them. If you do enjoy the content, I encourage you guys to consider subscribing, or if you're feeling particularly generous, you can support me on Patreon. But with that, let's get right into it. So first up, we do have Mal's pistol. If this looks familiar, that's because this is actually a recreation of the pistol from Firefly. I've never personally watched that series or really know anything about it, so I'm just going to evaluate the pistol on a Fallout 4 player basis. This pistol really reminds me of some of the other old school weapons we have in Fallout 4, and those are without a doubt some of my favorite pistol mods out there. This one seems like it'll follow a similar characteristic, being relatively old school and not futuristic. It also looks like there's going to be some different weapon mods for it, which I really like. Certain weapon mod authors don't like changing their weapons all too much, so they'll just leave it in their base form, but fortunately it looks like on this one we do have two different barrel mods. I'd love to see some more further than that. Obviously it's a work in progress picture, so we'll see where that goes. On top of that, I really like the gold finish. I feel like we don't really have any gold weapons in Fallout 4 or even weapon mods. I can't think of a single one that was gold and just didn't look obnoxious. All around, really excited for this pistol. I love pistols of this style, so I may be a little bit biased, but it also does look really good, and if you're a fan of Firefly, I'm sure this will be a huge bonus for you. So next up we do have the Samurai Power Armor. I didn't realize how badly I wanted this until I saw the pictures of it. I had the same kind of response with the Knight Power Armor. I didn't realize how epic a Knight Power Armor would be in Fallout 4 until I actually had it. This Power Armor actually seems like it's part of a larger mod though. I couldn't find any details on it, but basically the mod author is the Pilgrim's End team. They do have one other release, which is a bunch of really cool samurai swords that I definitely recommend you check out. So I'm guessing there's going to be some kind of samurai settlement in Fallout 4. We have swords, we have armor, now we just need some quests and some different NPCs. And that's actually something I kind of wanted to talk about. I feel like we're reaching a stage in Fallout 4 where we have to get beyond just armor and weapon mods or even power armor mods. I'm excited to see this mod team really taking that up in arms to actually add some kind of story and quests and something more than just armor. Because as cool as armor is, I'm starting to get a little dulled out by all these power armor releases. I'm excited to see some of these mod authors start innovating more and adding some more backstory to their armors. So this one's actually a little bit different. It's not an upcoming mod, but an upcoming update for an existing mod. Warhammer Weapons are going to add in a bunch of new weapons to the Warhammer 40k Power Armor or the Marine Power Armor or whatever name you want to call it. It looks like there's going to be 3 weapons in this pack, some kind of weird ripper saw thing, a sword, and a giant mallet. All 3 of them look really good. I don't know if there's some significance behind them in the Warhammer universe. I don't know that much about it, but in Fallout 4 they are going to look absolutely amazing. I hope these are to scale with the Power Armor. I'd love to see some power armor swords rather than just a normal sword, basically meaning they'll be massive if a regular player holds them, but much more appropriate in fitting the hands of a power armor user. Right now a lot of the swords in Fallout 4 look kind of gimmicky if you hold it in power armor. It's just not to scale with the armor itself. Hopefully this will solve that problem, and all in all these look really high quality and I'm quite excited to see when they're released. So next we just have swords. This is by Sky Warrior. He's made some power armor paint jobs in the past, but like some good power armor paint jobs, not some of the worst ones. Basically it looks like his next project is going to be 2 swords. I don't know what era these are from, but they both look kind of medieval, or even the one almost looks like a pirate sword. And all around I'm really excited for this because I feel like we don't have good swords for Fallout 4. We have a lot of different melee weapons, some are outlandish, some are kind of grounded, but like a good just go-to sword mod. I know there's a claymore out there, but it's a little bit too big and a little bit obnoxious when you hold it in a normal character and you kind of hold it in a weird way, which always bothered me. Hopefully these will just be some high quality, well balanced swords to kind of fill that gap and we won't really need any swords mods after that. Hopefully this power armor could turn into something more. I'd actually love to see a knight armor, not power armor, just a regular knight armor. I think that'd be really cool, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. The swords look really good and I'm excited to see them be released soon. So last but not least, we do have the Chinese stealth suit. This is adding in the famous stealth suit from previous Fallout games, and all around it looks really good. This is being undertaken by Noctium and Dogtooth. These are the guys behind the Enclave Power Armor, the NCR Ranger Armor, and all around they seem to be adding in a lot of things from past Fallout games into Fallout 4, which I really like. It has the nostalgia factor as well as just the cool factor. The Chinese stealth suit seems to be no exception to that rule. This does look really good, and I also feel like it fills a role that isn't filled currently in Fallout Fallout 4. That is that of a kind of low-key, stylish, and kind of black assassin suit. We really just don't have that. You have some kind of cool clothes or overalls or shorts and shirts, but a good armor for stealth characters that isn't obnoxious doesn't really exist in the game right now. This should fill that gap, and you could look really cool doing so, as well as get that little nostalgia factor going on. These guys make some of the highest quality mods for Fallout 4, so I'm sure this will be no exception, and I'm really excited for it. That's gonna pretty much wrap up this upcoming mods though, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider subscribing. But with that, I hope to see you all next time. Later.